Now, welcome to a recap of Visions Volume 1, the episodes that are going to be continued in Volume 3, the
hmm
three of them, actually.
This is kind of a little primer. These are things that we want you to know going
Or
into,
to remember.
yes, going into Visions Volume 3. Starting with saying you don't have to watch Visions Volume 2 at all to watch
No,
Volume
none of
3.
them are being continued.
It's not a continuation. The volumes, these are all shorts. Even going from 1 to 3, you don't need to watch all of them.
Well, you don't really need to watch. I'm sure you're going to be able to.
Glean what's going on.
Yeah, you'll figure it out. Which
So,
doesn't sell our video very well, but you don't need to watch this video or anything
I think
else.
you do want to know what
Maybe a
happened in the
reminder,
3
yeah.
continued stories. I think that's going to be important, especially with the fact that the Ninth Jedi isn't just getting a second Visions volume, they're going to be getting an entire series.
And technically, the Duel has books and comics as well, or a book and comics,
Oh,
I
yeah.
should say. So we should jump right in.
We should jump right in because we want you to be prepared for Visions Volume 3 that comes out on Wednesday. Let's start out by talking about the first Visions volume that was released. In Volume 1, the very first short you got was The Duel. The Duel was so unique. The fact that it looks straight up out of a manga. You can see like the thatch marks, like you would see in actual drawings.
Well, it also has that old-timey look,
Yes,
for
the
lack of
way
a better name.
it looks like an old grainy
Yeah, it
film. It
looks like
has
something you
like the
watch from.
flashes
Yeah.
of what you would see in an old film where dust and such has gotten onto it. So it has such an old time feel while still looking very modern. Now, a reminder of what happened in that first short. We have the Ronin, mysterious samurai looking character who rolls into a town that then gets attacked by what looks to be remnants of the Empire.
Yeah, the town gets attacked, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a little village, not so much a town, but yeah.
We follow that up with the entrance of a Sith with a fancy umbrella attachment for a lightsaber that makes multiple blades shoot out of it. Very cool aesthetic.
Well, the town kind of defends itself a little bit. They have like hired guns, essentially,
Yes,
that take out some of the stormtroopers, and then the Sith is like, haha, I will finish you off.
because I'm cool
Because I'm a Sith, yeah.
and I'm a Sith.
And I got my umbrella.
The music actually wasn't super memorable in this one,
No.
but the art style more than made up for it.
Yeah, I
Just
mean,
the uniqueness of it, you could
the,
say.
the music was fine, but nothing. Like the other two actually have really good music, but we'll get into
Yes.
that.
We never actually find out the name of our hero, by the way. He is just always referred to as Ronin.
Yeah.
As in the Ronin, because he's a samurai.
Yeah, or
wandering
a
Ronin.
Ronin, yeah.
Yes. All right, so he duels with crazy Sith lady. He does actually manage to best her, and he gives the kid, the town elder, the town leader, you could say, he gives him the lightsaber from the Sith and says, "Hey, kid, this will protect you," and he leaves.
Gives him the Kyber crystal. Yeah, he
Yes.
had a collection of his own. He had like a
Yes.
couple in his.
The big kicker, the big turnaround with this one is finding out that he was not a Jedi. He's actually a Sith.
Yes, surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
And he helped the town and kind of seems like a good Sith,
Well, I
which
have
doesn't.
done my homework. The expanded version of the lore is he did at one time he was a Jedi. And Jedi were similar to how the ancient Japanese culture functioned, where the master had his Jedi, his soldiers, and the master ended up getting killed. And at that point, the Jedi were supposed to off themselves in reverence of failing their lord. He did not. He decided, why do we have to be slaves to our masters? And he actually was like a big Sith rebellion leader
Okay.
until
Okay.
he had a Sith witch wife who secretly had a daughter that he didn't know about. He eventually saw a vision, was like, oh, all I'm doing is facilitating a never-ending war. And he decided, I'm done with the war, I'm done with all of this, and then he started hunting down other Sith to, in hopes, end the war someday. Even the character who he killed in the short was actually resurrected by, unbeknownst to him, his daughter, who is a Sith witch of her own accord, and she could bring the dead back to life, so he got to fight her again. And
So you do wonder if we
it's,
see the
yeah.
daughter maybe in the continuation.
We may not. I know we're going to see a Jedi known as the Grand Master. So, interesting things ahead for the Ronin character.
Let's hope so.
Mm-hmm. Moving into the second short that's getting a continuation, The Village Bride. My first note literally says excellent music.
Yeah, the score is
Score
top
is
notch. Yeah,
beautiful.
visuals and just the color, it works very well. It feels very Star Wars too.
Yes. Our main character is a former Jedi Padawan known as F. She is an Order 66 survivor. She is on a planet that her master came from. Her master was with this tribe who concentrate on living in harmony with nature, with the Force, or Magina, as they call it. And it's kind of beautiful because, yes, you do see the relationship, you see their customs and their people. And unfortunately, during the war with the Separatists, their whole planet was stripped and just used and abused. The war ended, Order 66 happened. They're still getting used and abused. Some outlaws in the area found a bunch of unused battle droids and are using them to continue to exact their reign over this small village. And it's just crazy how well this one actually fits into canon in a way, because this could have
Yeah.
been anywhere in the galaxy. Well, F is convinced and taught by this gentleman who was kind of helping her, sheltering her, knew her master as well. He convinces her that she needs to help these people. And she does at the end. She saves the village. She saves the village bride, our other
Yeah.
character of note. And she does it by quoting things she must have heard from her master. And it's very beautiful. It's very well done. She does the samurai stances really well. And I think we're going to see in the next volume here, we see in the trailer that there is a Sith, where somebody with a red lightsaber. I think, what if that's the person who killed her master? What if that's
That
just someone
scarred
who's a
her.
hunting Jedi?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she wears a mask at the start
Mm-hmm.
and takes it off, cuts off her braid, and
Mm-hmm.
kind of proclaims herself a Jedi. And you see the scar that
Yeah.
was almost certainly left by the Sith.
But yeah, the loss of her master, and she gained a scar from it.
Yeah, I think that one is my favorite. It's just a really sound story. Just a
Mm-hmm.
lot of little hints that you have to kind of piece together and try to figure out what is going on here. And I'm eager for the next part in Volume 3.
Right. And the last one we're going to talk about is the Ninth Jedi. This one you could write a novel on. With as much exposition as they throw into this, they literally start out by giving you your little paragraph of, well, we're in the future, where at one time there were Jedi and there were lightsabers and they were good, but there was some sort of war that happened and Jedi are extinct, so to speak.
Well,
The
there's a
Sith
few left scattered out there, yeah.
scattered. The ability to make lightsabers was lost. There are no lightsabers. And you get the story about a lightsaber smith and his daughter Kara. He made lightsabers on behalf of the Margrave, who has called the remaining Jedi of the galaxy together because he wants to restart the Jedi Order. He wants to take down the Sith. He wants to bring order and peace back to the galaxy. Unfortunately, that's not working out so well because Jedi hunters attack lightsaber smith father and take him hostage. She manages to escape. She takes the lightsabers up to the floating temple, only to find out the people who came there killed the Jedi who had gotten the invitations and were there to steal lightsabers and wipe out any Jedi who showed up.
What if I killed the Jedi and took it from him?
That's exactly what the premise of this is. But it's cool because he makes these sabers and they change depending on the user. If you're a good person, it'll be a good colored
Blue
saber.
or
If
green, yeah.
yes, if you're a Sith, it's gonna light up red. If you're kind of swayed by the emotions of others, it might turn purple. It also varies in length for the user as well. Long story short, the Margrave sniffed out this Sith trap. He, as well as Ethan, who is a masterless Jedi, and Kara and the rabbit guy.
Yeah, who had the purple lightsaber. Who his
Yes,
lightsaber was red, and then he kind of like,
he
oh,
was too far
I'm been
influenced.
influenced
Yes.
by my, yeah,
But then he fixed himself. He's okay now.
sort of,
But
yeah.
yes, they take out the Sith, and she's invited to join him. We're going to save your father. We're going to find the missing Jedi. We're going to rebuild the Order. And there are so many tidbits of information in this 15-ish minute short. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's the start of something much bigger, which
Yes.
ironically, it has become the start of something bigger.
Like, this takes place in a galaxy that doesn't have lightsabers, so most of them seem a little more clumsy. Kara's father, being a lightsaber smith, she's gotten clearly to practice with them. He makes
Yeah,
a comment about how she's gotten so good with them, but her connection to the Force wasn't strong enough at the beginning to give it a color, which it was by the end.
yeah,
I wonder, did the Margrave perhaps train her at all? Because she said she's known him since she was a child. And she is very proficient with her
yeah,
lightsaber. But like you said, this was a beginning. This was a primer into more of the Ninth Jedi,
yeah.
which was
We will
great.
get we get an episode here in Volume 3,
Mm-hmm.
and then an entire series of the
Yes,
Ninth Jedi is coming up next year.
Star Wars Visions presents the Ninth Jedi,
Yeah,
and I
so
am so excited for it.
yeah, so if you haven't seen it and you're interested, do yourself a favor and actually just, I mean, your recap was fine,
Yeah,
but check it out and then check out the third
but it'll be
Volume
nice
3.
because if you aren't into watching the whole of Visions, You can just watch Volume 1 to watch the episode for the Ninth Jedi. Then you can watch Volume 3, watch the episode for the Ninth Jedi, and then watch the series. You don't have to commit to watching 3 volumes of Visions
No,
to
they don't
watch the
really.
series.
Yeah. Yeah, the first 2 volumes are no relation whatsoever, and this new volume, again, will carry on 3 stories from Volume 1, and then Ninth Jedi is the only one that we know will carry on in its own series. But for now, that's all we got for you this time. Your turn. Take to the comments below. Tell us what you think of Visions Volume 3. Are you excited? Are you excited to see some of these stories carry on? Whatever the case may be, leave your comments below. Let's talk some Star Wars, and until next time, thanks for watching.